Okay, so last time I talked about the fact that I made some changes to my diet and I wanted to do a video about what I put in my lunchbox when I go to work. I only get I get a 15-minute break for every 4 hours I work, so a normal day is going to be two 15-minute breaks, and then if I work at 12, I get a third 15-minute break. So I don't have a lot of time to eat. So I don't have anything like too extensive that I cook, just a quick thing to heat up and everything. For my first break, usually what I have is I get these chicken things. Usually I'll get either this teriyaki style one, or there's a Korean barbecue one, or a roasted garlic one. And I usually stick with those three kinds. Each one of these containers is 3 servings, but just to make it easier on myself, I split it into 2 containers. And I'll have that for my first break and just heat it up in the microwave for a minute or so. And I usually have a Celsius. I don't eat before I go to work. I pretty much have 20 minutes between the time that I wake up and the time that I'm at work. So I'm not usually hungry right away in the morning. Or I work nights, so it's in the evening, but not usually hungry right away when I wake up. So then on my second break, what I'll do is I'll have a little bit more of a variety for food. Usually what I'll have is I'll take one of these net zero carb tortillas and about a tablespoon or so of this peanut butter, and I'll put it on that and roll it up, and then I'll break it into 3 pieces so that it fits in this container. I also like to have some fruit. Right now I've got some blueberries. I like blueberries and blackberries. Fruit is probably the thing that I'm least picky about. It's more about the quality of the fruit than the kind for me. So I really like berries, but I've also done like cantaloupe or clementines, whatever is looking good at the store that week. I also pack some almonds. I usually don't end up eating the almonds. Like I said, I don't really have a ton of time to eat, so I don't really necessarily get to that. And then this is the other thing. Usually I'll eat so this is this Kashi Go Cinnamon Crunch cereal. I also like the peanut butter flavored ones, and So the serving size on this is 3/4 cup. There's a little bit more in this just because it was the very last bit in the box. But I'll usually eat about half of this on my second break, and then I'm usually hungry when I leave work, so I'll go out and I'll sit in my car and I'll finish it off. And then I'll have a bubbler. I like this fruit puncher one, and then also a lot of times I'll get there's a cranberry grapefruit flavored one that I like, just for some additional caffeine. And then as a treat, at the bulk food store, I picked up this bag of Chips Ahoy cookies. There's a few different kinds in here. So there's like this Hershey fudge filled, the regular, and I'll usually just throw one of those in there as well. And that's what's in my lunchbox for a day. Sometimes I'll put a little extra food in there if I have a 12. And also we've got vending machines at work too, so like I might get a sandwich or something if what I have in my lunchbox isn't looking particularly good that day. But this is typically what my lunch looks like.